Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about fusion hair extensions. Just a little chat about my initial reaction to it. I'm going to show you guys because you won't really be able to tell, but they're little keratin, very thin little bonds that attach to your head used with a metal utensil. And I have the Great Lengths, and I believe they're called the Dream hair extensions, which are really big in Europe, and they're just starting to come over here. My girlfriend, excuse me, is getting married coming up, and so we kind of thought it would be a good idea and a fun experience to get hair extensions. The only ones I've used are the clip-in, and I'm currently using the SKR now. You guys, most of the time I go out ever for an occasion, I put in my hair extensions. When I'm filming, I really don't ever have them in just because it's one additional step. If I come home from work or doing something, I just want to film. I don't want to take the extra time to do that. So I thought, well, I love hair extensions. Let me try them. Now, she basically did not give us like a full head of hair. She put a lot in the sides here, not any in the back. And so I probably have 3 rows. Usually they come in packs. I don't know how many to a pack. I can't remember, but they're expensive. They're like $100 a pack. We got a really good deal. We got them, usually you're quoted $700 to $1,000, including installation. We got them for like $300 because we had a friend who's a hairstylist who offered to do them for us, and she is like a professional. She's really great. It takes her like an hour maybe because she's so good at doing it. Now they're really close to my scalp, okay, because they're like right here, and then a little bit down here. So I have thinner hair more on top than on the bottom. Usually it's the other way around. The bottom is thinner. I have to be extremely careful with my extensions because you don't want to rip them out, you don't want to pull them out, you want to minimize the shedding. It is a lot of work to take care of extensions. The drying time is longer, the washing time is longer, the styling time is longer. I actually had to have somebody help me blow dry them because they're on top here and you can't always see them, and I usually round brush. You guys have seen how I blow dry my hair normally. I'm round brushing and I'm pulling forward and I'm getting all that body on top, and you just can't do that with these hair extensions. So having somebody help you, especially with the top part, is the best. Again, that's additional work. They only last 3 months, then they're taken out and they're thrown away. I'm going to do, like towards the end of my extensions journey, an update on what I thought. Right now, I have to say they are so much work. I would not recommend them. They do damage your hair. You can get breakage, you can get more additional shedding. Does kind of hurt your scalp. You have stuff like stuck onto your hair. It's not great for your hair. You have to take more time in deep conditioning, and you can't do your scalp. So if you have, like, I have a very big dry scalp problem, so I'm using coconut oil and oils on my scalp as well as my hair. Can't do that anymore. You just have to use it on your ends down because the bonds will slip out. Really important to get a really good deep conditioner. That's, you know, maybe you do that once a week now. You should be doing it more like twice a week. You can only wash your hair from, you know, in a whole week, 7 days period, twice, if that. The more you wash it, the more dried out your extensions get, and the more damage you can do to them. If you're not somebody that uses a lot of products like heat protectant or oils on your hair, you're not going to want this because you got to use all that kind of stuff now. You just have to be so much more careful because this hair isn't attached to your scalp, so it's dead. It's not growing. So you really have to nurture it and make sure it has a lot of moisture on it because, you know, it's dead hair. It can get kind of frizzy, and, you know, you don't want any nasty kind of hair looking like that. So it added a couple inches of length, not really a lot, as you guys can tell. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder right now just to show you. That's about how far down it goes. I can't imagine if I got like really long hair and a full head. I would be like ripping my hair out. I know why Britney Spears shaved her head. It's so much more work. It takes so much more time, and you've got to be so much more careful. You know, when you get out of the shower, you have to dry the bonds immediately. So you have to put the heat on the coolest setting of your hair dryer, and you just have to dry up here really quick. And that can get frizzy because you're not smoothing it out and round brushing it. You're just trying to get the bonds dry immediately so they bond more to your scalp, or excuse me, to the hair attached to your scalp. So, you know, you towel dry it immediately and there's more hair, so it's damper longer. I'm someone that blow dries and does my hair in the evening. Thank God, because I wouldn't have enough time in the morning to do it. And so I've been using this, which has been kind of like my go-to. It's this twisty towel. You can get these at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and it just has this like tail. And if I'm going to shower and not wash my hair, because I can only do it like twice a week, this is great to put on. Put your hair back. Even when I get out of the shower, what I will do is I'll just put that on top of my hair to let my roots just dry quicker and have this soak up all the water. And then when you're shampooing, you don't want to shampoo your bonds. You want to just shampoo right here where the bonds aren't. But you know, it does, when you pull or when you snag or when you brush your hair, it does hurt. It does smart a lot. You can kind of feel them in there. So it's been an interesting experience. I do like the way they look. I like giving myself a little more volume, a little more length. I could see how you would want to do highlights with extensions so you're not ruining your real hair. The extensions, that when they are connected to the pieces of hair that they are, it does actually act as a shield and protect that hair. So your hair does grow a little faster, maybe a little bit healthier because they are protected because you have hair on them. But when you're not used to this much hair, it's a lot of work. I am loving the brush that she gave us. It was Cricut. I don't know how much it was because she gave it was included within the money that we paid. This brush can go over the extensions and the bonds, no problem. Doesn't snag them, doesn't catch them, doesn't rip it out. Feels great. I don't mind it at all. This is just, it's a wonderful, wonderful brush. I would purchase this and still use it even if I didn't have extensions in. So I think that's wonderful. You guys have seen my updated hair care routine. It's important when you have the extensions in to use a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner. Also a clarifying shampoo. And I will show you guys what I am currently using. Okay, you guys pretty much know this. I use a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner anyway, regardless of my extensions. It's just better for your hair. It's less drying to it. It helps preserve any color you have in there. And the sulfate is just the chemical that causes that lather. So I'm using the Hydrating Macadamia Oil Shampoo by Organics. You guys have seen this. The clarifying shampoo that I use maybe once or twice a month. And it's just a cheap $2 one, but it's great. It does not affect the hair color. It does not make my hair more tangly or anything. In fact, I had to use this before the extensions went in. I also did an apple cider vinegar rinse because I had to really get a clear scalp with nothing in it. Couldn't even use conditioner, so it just had to be clarifying shampoo. So anyway, I use the Daily Clarifying Shampoo with Deep Cleansers for normal to oily hair, and it is by Suave. The deep conditioner that I use once a week, maybe twice a week if I really need it right now, is the Moroccan Argan Oil. And then right before I get out of the shower, I do a shot of cold water on my scalp and on my hair that kind of seals in the bond, seals in the cuticle, makes your hair even more shiny. And then I put a little bit of this, you know, from the ends down, and it's the Rustic Sensory Smoother Conditioner with Passion Flower and Aloe Smoothing Leave-In Conditioner. Absolutely love this stuff. And then I will use, you guys have seen it, I'll use like the Healthy Sexy Hair Leave-In Conditioner Spray, and then I'll usually either do like a blow dry serum, or the blow dry serum is by Bioinfusion, or I will use the Bioinfusion oil. You guys have seen those in my other videos. When all is said and done, I use the Moroccan Oil Shimmer Spray. Just when it comes down to it, it's a lot more work, kind of hurts a little bit. I probably would just say get yourself a good pair of clip-ins. And you know, clip-ins are expensive nowadays. They can run you about $200, good ones. So, you know, you're saving some money, and you'll have them for a lot longer. But I do like them. I'm glad I tried it. I'm going to film probably in a month or so. I wanted to do the ombre hair because I have these extensions, and I'm going to just do the extensions so it just does less damage to my hair. So I thought while I had them in, I would do it because it looks fun, and I really want to try the ombre look. So I went to my salon and tried to get it done a few times, and it just wasn't coming out the way I imagined. But I recently saw, like, Dolce Candy did a video on it. But anyway, yeah, so that's my chit chat on them. I'm going to do an updated talk and review on them and things like that. And I hope you notice I am looking in the viewfinder more. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.